Good morning, good morning. We've got one online. Hello Marcus, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. It's my first ever live stream. I just have to check how everything works here as well. You texted me on IG. Hard to remember. I get a lot of messages every day, actually. Why I didn't visit Kalibo Aklan. I can quickly check where that is. I think I remember now that I see that. Yes, I didn't visit because I never made it to that island. I never went there. To be fair, so many places in the Philippines, and I couldn't have gone everywhere. But I'm definitely gonna come again. I'm pretty sure I will come to the Philippines again, and there's always a second chance. But there's so many places in the Philippines, and I've been given so many recommendations of where to go, and it's just impossible to go everywhere. It's very stressful to travel on a day-by-day basis as well. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Jaime, I'm doing good. Mabuhay, how are you, my brother? Good to see you here. Yes, I definitely have the plan to go, come back to the Philippines. Yeah, right now I'm in Indonesia, Marcus, and I'm still in Bali. I took a little break from filming. I've been here for months, focused on having a little routine, going to the gym, um, and just relax for a little bit. And I'm gonna leave Bali tomorrow. I filmed one video here so far. Maybe I'm gonna do another one today if I can. But tomorrow I head to the next island and I'm gonna start filming there. Oh, hey, Shah. Thank you so much. And we got people from back home in Germany as well. Moin, wie geht's dir? Man, it's like three at night back home. Why are you still up? All right, guys, give me some questions. Ask me whatever you like. Alles klar, dann liebe Grüße raus an Valentina auf jeden Fall. Vielen lieben Dank. No, Bali is not like Chagall. I think Chagall is better. Bali is way too overcrowded. I've been here the last time, 2015, and I really enjoyed it here in Bali, but now it's very different. It's too overcrowded, too touristy, quite pricey for if you compare it to the local currency. So I definitely prefer Chagall. At least it's not too bad. You have only this one spot that is a bit crowded, but here it's crazy. My leg is doing fine. As you can see, my scratch on the arm looks like this, and on the leg it looks the same. It's all healed now, all fine. Which is more expensive, the Philippines or Indonesia? Hard to say for now, as I've been only spending time in Bali, and Bali is a little more expensive because it's a tourist place. Um, let's say, for example, let's compare just a haircut. So a cheap haircut in the touristy area is about six US dollars. So that should be like somewhere around 350 pesos, I think. And yeah, that is a cheap one just to get my sides shaved. The cheapest one I've got was a bit more in a local area. I paid 30, which is 180, which is in pesos, maybe about 200 pesos. That's the cheapest haircut I've got. But, well, tomorrow I'm gonna take a bus to another island. I will go to Jaffa, and there the prices will definitely be lower. From the USA, thank you so much. Originally from Cebu, next to the whale shark. Come back here in the Philippines. Yeah, one day, one day. I actually stayed quite a long time. I originally planned to stay 4 to 6 weeks in the Philippines, and I extended it out to 4 months. That was quite a long time. And my main goal is to travel from country to country, discover different countries. But Philippines definitely has a place in my heart. I definitely want to come back one day. After just 4 months in the Philippines, you look more of a Filipino now than before. Probably the skin or the lighting. Actually, I had darker skin before I came to the Philippines. I was living in New Zealand, and especially during the summertime, the sun in New Zealand is the strongest sun I've ever felt anywhere, even stronger than Australia. Australia might be hotter, but the sun is stronger in New Zealand. I'm pretty sure about that. So I was really dark. I was really dark when I came to the Philippines. Um, Now I'm actually getting quite light skinned. Thank you so much. What do you reckon, Philippines? 9 o'clock in the morning, is that a bad time for a live stream or is it a good time? Philippines. Thank you so much. Yeah, Siargao is nice. It's a nice location. I really enjoyed the bridge especially. That was cool because it was a big mix of locals, foreign tourists, and Filipino tourists. So it was a big bunch there. Everybody was there. So much food and good vibes. So I would recommend going to Siargao, and I would recommend definitely going to that bridge. Do you also wear a jersey while blogging in Bali? Yes, of course I will. Not necessarily in Bali, but in Indonesia. Of course. I like this jersey so much. Our Miss Universe Philippines has dark skin. Maybe I'll be the next one. It's good for live stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for the response. Yeah, I didn't know what time I should actually choose, but then I could see that after the Philippines are my number one viewers, and after the Philippines, it's USA and Canada. So I tried to find a good time where USA and Canada can fit as well. How much was the Filipino jersey you're wearing? Bargain much. If I would have bought this one in Manila or Cebu City, it would have been probably cheaper, but I bought it in El Nido. I have it on video as well. I bought the blue and the white one, both together for 1,400 pesos, if I remember right. So 700 pesos per jersey. That's somewhere along 12 or 13 US dollar. Yeah, would have been cheaper. Would have been cheaper in Manila, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it in my size, and when I've seen it, it was only the printed version. This one has like the proper stitching on it. I wanted the proper one. Always watching from Belgium, but I'm originally from Manila. Oh, nice. So you're watching now from Belgium? Quite late, 3:15 in the night or 2:15? Is there a time difference to Germany? How do you like it as a Filipino in Belgium or in Europe in general? Give us a room tour, bro. Alistair, I'm not in my room. I'm staying in a hostel. Let me just flip the camera real quick, if that works. So that's a co-working space. So there's desks, and it serves as a tattoo studio as well. And out there's a swimming pool. So it is a hostel. Quite a lot of people in here and very busy all the time. I choose to stay here because it's a bit cheap, on the cheaper end. And one of my friends from 9 years ago, from when I was in Bali, works here in the tattoo studio. So I came basically to visit him. 8 p.m. in Texas. Yeah, that's a good time, no? That's pretty good. And it's weekend, it's Friday night. We always watch your videos because you're a kind and humble person. Yeah, I always try to be. As long as people are nice to me, I'll be nice back. Do you have siblings, Sam? Yes, I have a little sister. She's 4 years younger than me. So she's 30 now. And she has a daughter. which I've never seen. I've been away from my country for almost 2 years now, and she was born last year in June. So we gonna meet up for Christmas. We're gonna meet up for Christmas. They're gonna come and visit me. Nice view, Sam. Where was your favorite place you traveled to in the Philippines? That is a very tricky question. I'm never really able to answer. I've been asked that a lot. Um, I really liked Buscalan. That was really cool, the mountain region, because it's a very special place on its own. It's very different from all the other places I've been to in the Philippines, and yeah, just the vibes there were different. It was so laid back and so cut off from the rest of the Philippines. But I also really liked uh, Moal Boal, or Mol Bol, as a foreigner would say. Um, that was like my happy place because I made a lot of friends there. I felt very happy and relaxed in that area. Um, Also, it's a good mix of tourists and locals. Not too many tourists, and still a lot of local interactions without locals being too pushy towards the tourists. So, for example, El Nido I found a bit too pushy. When I was walking around the streets, everybody just talked to me to try to sell me something. But in Malbo, I would walk around the streets and just have like random conversations on the streets all the time. Or people would invite me in for a drink or karaoke. That was really nice. Mm, Sam is a cool guy, like a Filipino in a way. Thank you. There must be a lechon there too. Where must be a lechon? Here in Indonesia. Actually, yesterday I went to a market and I had babi guling, which is their version of lechon baboy, and it tastes surprisingly similar. It's very, very similar. But I mean, suckling pig. We do suckling pig in Germany as well. It's a very common thing for um, for birthdays or celebrations to have a suckling pig in Germany as well. We just won't eat it with rice. If you come back to New Zealand, queer, just bring Tanai and Red Horse. Bro, we gonna meet in the Philippines, not in New Zealand. Jaime and I used to work together in a hotel in New Zealand. But he came over from the Philippines. Did we ever work a shift together? No, eh? Because Jaime is working night shift, but we always met in between shifts. Yeah, bro, next time we see each other, I hope it's gonna be in the Philippines. What were some interesting things that happened off camera while you were in the Philippines? I think one of the coolest things was in Moal Boal. I walked by very close to the hostel where I stayed. There was a little Filipino barbecue. So they were selling skewers. I went there every now and then to get myself some skewers for dinner. And one day I walked by, and there was only the auntie staying outside, and she asked me to go to their backyard. So they were selling basically in front of their houses, and they had I think if I remember right, 25th wedding anniversary going there. So they invited me for a drink and some food. So I only expected to stay there for maybe like 20 minutes, half an hour. But it ended up being I think like 6 hours. I was one of the last guests. So we were singing karaoke, drinking Red Horse from 1 liter bottles. Well, in the cups we had 1 liter bottles of Red Horse, and we shared the glass around. So yeah, that was fun. That was a really good night. Very typical Filipino night. What, there's something else that happened off camera. Maybe some things I shouldn't say on stream. But apart from that, uh, nothing too crazy. Nice. How was your tattoo healing? My tattoo is healing really good. It's all healed up, no bumps, didn't get infected. I had a really good healing process of my tattoo. I saw you at the Harris Hotel near the airport 2 weeks ago. Ah, yes. I was I was visiting a friend there. She is from Yogyakarta, but she lives in Australia, and she flew over Bali to Jogja. So we met in Bali to see each other. Crazy, you guys' eyes are everywhere. Try to cook lechon for your mom, Sam. Try to cook me. You want me to cook lechon? That's going to be a ruined pig. But hey, one day I'll be back in Germany. I'll be showing you our version of a lechon. Hey Sam, did you collab with other vloggers in the Philippines? Once, when I was in my video from Tondo, I collabed with Ellen and Shannon there. But apart from that, um, I only met other vloggers. So I went to, who's well known, to Bohol. I went to Bohol to meet with Jonathan from Travel Escapes. I met him and Anne. I met them in Bohol. And I actually met randomly on my first time in Bohol. I was there twice, and on my first time in Bohol, I've met Anne randomly. I was like, oh, don't I know you from somewhere? And then we started talking, yeah. And then I ended up meeting with Jonathan as well. I met some other vloggers as well, same as me, still small. But yeah, I think I haven't collabed with any other ones so far in making videos. Sam, when you visit again, you have to look Filipina girlfriend. Man, tempting, but I'm trying to stay single actually. It's much easier when you travel. Hi Sam, I saw you in Kogon, Cagayan de Oro last time. Yeah, that was nice. Where did you see me on the market while we were eating at the market? That was quite cool. I liked the market in Cagayan. And the video is going quite well. Seems like a lot of people enjoy that one. Gotta park my tab now, bro, and it's kind of late now. All good, I understand. Have a good night. Why you skip Boracay, Sam? Boracay, I skipped Boracay this time because, well, it's a very touristy area, and I wanted to explore more outside the touristy areas. With Boracay, most people that recommended me going to Boracay, like other tourists I've seen, other foreigners, were people that were more on a holiday and were more into like going out at night, eating out fine, and go drinking, partying. And most other travelers said, yeah, you can do Boracay, but you don't really have to. I'll definitely keep it on my list for the next time. But yeah, it would have been going to a different island again as well. And it's quite difficult with traveling with ferries back and forth, going everywhere. And it's quite draining as well. Quite draining to do the ferry travels all the time. And I avoided flying as well. I only had one flight in the Philippines, which was in the end when I flew from Siargao to Manila, because it's a way cheaper option to travel around the Philippines. And I always try to save money where I could. Oh, I skipped this one. My wife and I were Filipinos living in California. We are enjoying your videos and missing the Philippines. And you're making us feel we're at home. Thank you for all your hard work. God bless. Thank you so much. I'm very amazed by all the Filipinos from abroad, especially from the US and Canada, that are watching my videos. That's so cool. And I bumped into a couple of you guys, into a couple of people from the US that are visiting the Philippines, and they came up to me like, "Hey, Simsimsam." I'm like, "Hi." Like, who are you? How do you know me? And they told me like, "Yeah, we're watching your videos from the US." That's incredible. Mike P. Hi Sam. Hi Mike. Why there's a sad boy on your arms? A sad boy? You mean this one? That is Michael Jackson. He's a bit scratched up after my motorbike accident, but there's a Michael Jackson on his tiptoes. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. Happy viewing, everyone. You must be very rich, Sam. Traveling costs a lot. Actually, I'm not very rich. I know a lot of people assume that, and well, we're talking about rich and money. I'm feeling rich for my experience, feeling rich for traveling, feeling rich for good friends that I have, but rich in money, I am definitely not. I worked a lot before I came to the Philippines, before I started in Asia. When I was in New Zealand, I didn't travel a lot. I actually used to work multiple jobs at the time and missed out on a lot to save every dollar I can, so I can travel. And that's why I travel cheap as well. I try to travel as cheap as I can. I always go local buses, I go ferry, I stay mainly in cheap accommodations, so my travel can last long. Where were we? Favorite food in the Philippines. One of my favorite foods in the Philippines is dinuguan. I like the dogo dogo. That's really one that surprised me. Like, I didn't actually expect it to be so good. When I ate it the first time on camera, I've got a lot of hate, not hate, but people were telling me, you have to eat it with rice, you have to. But I actually enjoyed the strong flavor and the saltiness of it by itself without the rice. When will you be back in the Philippines, your second home? I don't know. It's something I can't say now. I really don't know. It's definitely not going to be this year. That's what I know. It's not going to be this year. I hope I can make it. I can make it next year, but we'll see. We'll see what time brings. I want to visit my home in Germany actually next year if I can, because as of now it has been almost 2 years that I haven't been home, and I really would like to see my family. So I might go home at some point next year, and also maybe I have to stay in Germany for a while. Maybe I have to work for a while to get my funds up a little. Hi Sam. Hi Twinks. Erika. Do you have Jova? Jova? What's that? Let me Google that real quick. A girlfriend, a lover. No, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm single. I'm single. I've been single for quite some time. It's easier when you live a travel lifestyle. You buy the pig, then butcher it yourself and cook it while you're on live. You can do it for your mom. In Germany, it's not quite that easy. You can't just buy a live pig, butcher it yourself, and just cook it in the backyard. Um, there's more regulations in Germany for that. Also, I had quite some trouble with my video of the lechon in the Philippines on YouTube. I had to blur out a lot. I could have put it up without blurring it, but it would have been very, very restricted. So I had to blur a lot out. I don't think it is a very good idea to put that live. But I'll be able to show you at least a suckling pig in Germany, a lechon. You're still in the Philippines. Are you German or New Zealand? Okay, I'm not in the Philippines. I left the Philippines about a month ago. I'm in Indonesia right now. And I am German. I only lived for 1.5 years in New Zealand before I came to the Philippines. I hope you do a Europe series. A Europe series, the possibilities are quite low. I might do some videos from Germany when I'm back home at some point, but a Europe series with my style of just walking around with a camera, it's very difficult. Europeans or Westerners are very cautious when it comes to people walking around with cameras, filming them. It's not as easy as in Asia or the Philippines. People usually are not that happy to be filmed or getting super shy or angry. It is a very different thing back in Europe. But also, I traveled a couple of countries in Europe. I really like it though, but it is different in terms of filming. There's not much happening around there, and people are not very entertaining, engaging. It's very different. It's funny, people have been seeing you in various places. You're everywhere. Yes. And I'm always surprised by the people that recognize me as well. It's quite crazy. But I went all over the show in the Philippines as well, and some places twice as well. What food do you miss eating in the Philippines? My favorite late breakfast was always corned beef silog. I really like corned beef silog. Very simple. Some rice, corned beef, and fried egg. My daughters love when you were at the water park and almost didn't get to slide. They have me speed up and slow down the video when you're sliding. You're very animated, hilarious to watch. Thank you so much. Man, you can't believe the emotions I had when they told me I might not be able to use the slides, because that was something I didn't consider before, that I might be too heavy for water slides. But then they explained me a bit more detailed off camera, so it was more due to their policies as Yeah, most Filipinos are not as tall as I am. So a Filipino with my weight is usually an obese person. So it's more for the concern of a heart attack or something like that. Uh, Hey Sam, what's your top three fondest memories of the Philippines so far? By the way, your Mall of Asia vlog is so fun. My top three memories. Actually, Mall of Asia, I think that was crazy when I encountered all the students, all the kids, and they all started screaming. Because it was one of my first days in the Philippines, and that was really overwhelming and yeah, and cool. I've got massive goosebumps of that. It's not something special in the terms of or something that only happens in the Philippines, but that was quite overwhelming and cool. Um, Kalinga, Puskalan, meeting Apo Fangut. That was something special to me because I've seen her on TV when I was a kid, and things like that always made me want to go travel and explore the world. And meeting her was something very special to me, and especially when my tour guide Francis uh, took me and said to come along while she was on her lunch break, and I didn't know where he was bringing me. And we entered the house, and she was just in her. We were in her house, where she was sitting on the ground eating. That was something surreal and special to me when I was just sitting there, trying to realize what I just see with my own eyes, sitting in her house, making her laugh, holding the door for her. That was really crazy. Um, and then on third, I don't know, like there were so many special moments. I think for me it was always when people were kind to me and were inviting me into their homes, inviting me for food and drinks. I think that's like a general third point, the Filipino hospitality. I was really happy about that. Butcher the pig and cook lechon, Sam. You have big body and muscles. You can do it. I used to work in a abattoir in a meat factory. I was working with cattle and sheep actually. Of course I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can do it, but I'll leave it to the pros actually. I think that's better leaving it to a pro than running the risk of messing it up and wasting a whole animal. Da, 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 da. What's your favorite Indonesian food? Um, so far, my variety of Indonesian food isn't that big. Of course, I had nasi goreng and mie goreng. I think one thing I can have every day and I really like is bakso complete. Just like a soup, a broth with meatballs, chicken meatballs, and beef meatball, coupled with noodles and some fresh greens, sometimes egg. Yeah, I like that. And then I put the sambal and hot sauce in it. It's nice and spicy and not too heavy on the stomach. I really like that. Why am I getting ignored? I don't ignore you. I answered your questions. I answered if I'm still in the Philippines. I'm not. I'm in Indonesia and I am German. I'm not from New Zealand. I answered you your questions. Exactly. I'm going line by line. And yeah, you missed out. I did answer your questions. Which place in the Philippines do you miss the most? I miss Moalboal, because that's where I made most of my friends. I lived the longest and I felt very comfortable. Since you are wishing to travel to less touristy places in the Philippines, you should try going to northern Philippines next time. We would like to see you back in the Philippines. Safe travels. Yeah, thank you so much. Um, yeah, I had a couple of places in the northern Philippines saved on my map as well, but it always depends as well what it couples go good with. So if there's multiple targets that I want to visit or where I can make videos that are in the same area instead of traveling to one point returning, traveling to one point returning, because it's quite expensive to go places all the time. And I try to always make some interesting videos and not always the random same videos. So most of the videos I have a basic idea of what I want to film instead of just going out and randomly film on the streets. But thank you for mentioning the northern Philippines. Where were we? Dinuguan has a dugo of one who cooked it. Didn't you say that in the comment section as well? I think I read that somewhere. Do you know Ali Machan? Most of his subscribers is Filipino Sam, and he is also kind like you, Sam, a gentle giant. Yes, of course. I watched all of his vlogs. He was one of the inspirations to for my Filipino series, and he has his inspiration from the same person that I have it from, Luc Demand. Luc Demand made Ali become a travel vlogger, if I remember right. And Luc Demand is the first one that I started to watch. And he made me think of, why shouldn't I try to become a travel vlogger? Yeah, Ali has a very nice and catching personality. And it's hard not to laugh when he's laughing. It's very, very contagious. And I like the way he vlogs. The good thing about him, which I wish I had more of, is his confidence. He's so confident. I'm still, even though maybe you can't see it on camera, but I'm still quite shy behind the camera sometimes and hold myself back a lot. But I haven't met Ali in real life yet. Maybe one day. You are now a vampire for liking Dinuguan Sam. I'll be happily a vampire for eating Dinuguan. That first time I encounter non-Filipino like Dinuguan. I'm quite easy when it comes to food. I will try almost everything, and I judge by its taste and not by what might freak me out about it. There's a good example. Most people in Germany would say to a lot of foreign food, like, and how can you try it, and never. But then I try to remind them of things that we eat at home that might be weird to foreign people to Germany. So for example, it's a breakfast dish. So we have a white bread roll. Usually it's a white bread roll. So it's a bit crispy. And then you cut it in half. You put butter on it. And then it's ground raw pork mince, raw. It's very fresh though. It must be very fresh, but still, raw pork We spread it on the bun, salt, pepper, and raw onions, and this is what. Not it's becoming less common, but there's still a lot of people that eat that. That is one of our typical breakfasts. You can get that at almost every bakery. They serve it. Ba, ba, ba. No pig in Germany. Just butcher something else. Human maybe. What's up with you and butchering things, bro? I don't. Also, that process can't be on YouTube. I can't show butchering. But I have butchered animals. I think everyone who eats meat should at least once in life butcher an animal to know its value. But I won't do that on camera. I'm not I'm not sick, bro. Hope your new journey will be more adventure. I hope so as well. I'm looking forward to a lot of adventures. You have been in Indonesia for over a month. I met you at the start of July. Sam Parkins. Da, 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 da. Where did we meet? Did we meet at the... Ah, did we meet at the hostel? The problem is, I'm so sorry, I hope I don't offend you, but I'm very bad with names. Japan, to be more known, I suggest upload 2 to 3 times a week. Please feature more foods in every place you go. People love to see it. Thank you so much. Yes, I know that would be good to be more well known, but I can't do it. That's too much. 2 to 3 times a week is too much for me. I started now to surf Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram with videos as well. And I edit my YouTube videos myself. I have someone to help me out with my short form content, but I edit my YouTube videos myself, and it's still a lot of work for me, and I'm not able to upload 3 times per week. At the moment, the max I can do is 2 times per week, so I will be on 1 to 2 times per week, and having a little less pressure, but more time to film more quality content. I want to lean towards more quality, which still needs to improve by a lot. I'm still a bit at the lower end there, but yeah, I want to lean more towards quality than quantity. What is something that you think Filipinos and Germans have in common? Not much. There's nothing in the top of my mind, even with thinking. That is quite hard. I just wanted to say basketball, but the majority is football, soccer. But yeah, people that are passionate for basketball in Germany are very passionate for basketball. Otherwise, no, I can't think of something that we have in common, or Germans and Filipinos have in common. Hi from Turkic City. More power. Keep the vlog coming. Always watching. Thank you so much. We hope and pray, Sam, that you will have more subscribers and more ads for your YouTube videos for more income. Thank you. I hope there's not going to be too many ads. I'm so happy for you that you are always watching them. But I'm also amazed how you do it. I hate YouTube ads. I hate them so much. I hate being interrupted while watching a video, and I don't know if I could resist skipping. So if you skip the ads, it's okay. It's okay. It might be less income for me, but I totally understand. I see prediction to become famous in the Philippines. I saw you have a good heart, a kind heart person, and your heart belongs to the Philippines. I hope you stay well and find home there permanently. Thank you so much, Titus. Yes, I think the Philippines is pretty high on my list for a place where I could live for a while. We'll see what the future brings. I don't want to say anything too soon, and there's still a lot of countries that I'll be going to travel to. Yeah, but otherwise, I really like the Philippines. I could see myself living there. If you rewatch your videos, you will see your transformation from being shy to being an engaging vlogger. Definitely, definitely. I had a look at my older videos and newer ones. It's getting better. Practice makes you better, definitely. But now that I haven't been vlogging for a whole month, I haven't touched the camera for a month, and I went out yesterday. To be fair, it was quite a crowded place. It was a very local market, so it was hard, a bit harder to vlog, especially after a month. I was really shy there. I could see how 1 month of camera took me back a few steps. I hope that big companies here in the Philippines will make you their endorser because you have a good heart and humble person. You're kind to all people, especially when you eat pak pak. Well, it's going to be very hard with a big company, but I'm also happy that I'm really happy that all of my subscribers can see that. And yeah, the pak pak was an experience I wanted to make for myself. I wanted to eat that, to try what the people that live there in Happy Land, Tondo, what a lot of them have to eat to get by. I have to say it was a really nice place. The people were super friendly. I don't know if it's different if you're Filipino and you visit that area, but to me it was really nice and a good experience to visit it. By the way, the pak pak did taste like a normal dish. The meat was washed and rinsed, I think 3 or 4 times, and then refried. So it tasted like a normal dish. Of course, there's a risk. There's still a risk of eating that, and I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend to eat that. Would you prepare to be companionship, a boy or girl? You hope you considered me. Companionship. You mean as like someone to travel around with for a bit, or you mean as a partner? As in traveling around, I don't care if it's a boy or girl. If it's a partner, girl. I'm hetero. He really can be a model. I saw on Instagram he modeled jeans. You scrolled through my pictures. Yes, I think I could have been a little bit back in the days. Not anymore. I've got a good belly after the Philippines. I've been always, before I started traveling in Asia, I've been always working out. I've been working as a group fitness instructor, and I had a strict diet for 7 years. So yeah, can't be said no more. That's actually why I took the break as well here in Bali. I went back to the gym to work out and eat a bit more healthy. I'm not eating like this all the time like I eat on camera, right? I'm not eating those massive portions all the time. I still eat a lot, but not like on camera. Punk Buck is already waste food in Jollibee and McDo, which is thrown in the garbage but cooked again. And it's called Punk Buck. Yes, exactly. I made a video about it. My top 3 videos of Sammy are Fang Ert, Canyoneering, and Deer Victoria Jersey Hunt. Thank you. Hi Sam, hey guys. Hello Ben. Watching you from Cebu City. Thank you so much. Wünsche dir einen schönen Tag. Ich muss langsam schlafen. Freue mich auf die nächsten Videos. Vielen lieben Dank. Ja, natürlich musst du schlafen. Es ist mittlerweile 4 Uhr morgens. It's 4 o'clock in the morning for you, so have a good sleep, bro. Hello, watching from Las Vegas. Wow, nice. Thank you, Edita. Did you find a beautiful lady in the Philippines? I love watching your vlogs wherever you go. Watching from California. Since I'm from Mindanao, I like you to say kamusta ka, amping. Oh, there's more from you. I like to watch your videos, especially food trips, either Philippines or somewhere. There are so many beautiful ladies in the Philippines. It's actually wherever you turn, you will see at least one beautiful Filipina. I didn't get a Filipina for myself as a girlfriend. No, I stay single. At least I try to stay single. Yeah, thank you so much. Kamusta ka, Gena? Is it Gena or Gina? Kamusta ka? Amping. Yeah, Amping as well. If you come back, Sam, the best month is on January for Sinulog Festival in Cebu City. Great festival, Sam. That is good to know. I've seen videos of Davut. He was there for the last Sinulog. Maybe because it's January, maybe I will couple it with coming for Christmas and the Sinulog. Not this year, but maybe the year after. Because I heard Christmas in the Philippines is something very special as well. Raw pork for breakfast, that's shocking. Usually you want to cook pork well before consumption, just in case. Start off the day with that, I guess, as long as there's toilet nearby, just to make sure. That's what I said. It is really weird for people from somewhere else to grasp on that we eat raw pork in Germany. But I've been eating that growing up, and I never had a problem because regulations on meat and animals in Germany are quite high, especially when it comes to quality and freshness. And this raw pork mince always needs to be very, very fresh. It yeah. So I never had a problem, and I never heard of anyone having any stomach issues because of that. Sam, why did you choose to stay longer in the southern part of the Philippines? Why did you choose to stay longer? What do you mean by southern parts? Do you mean Mindanao? Or do you include Cebu in that as well? Because most of my time I think I spent on Cebu Island, down in Moalboal. Why did I choose? I don't know. I mean, I returned the second time to Moalboal because I wanted to visit some friends there, and I had a good time the first time. And I always wanted to go back to Raymond's to get that lechon. I told him in the first one that I might be coming back to get a lechon and celebrate together, and I ended up doing that. Where were we? Always watch your vlogs. Thank you. I'm not skipping ads, even if it's long. Skip them if it gets too long. If the ad's getting too long, skip them. I want you to enjoy the video and not watching ads all the time. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What is the one thing you've learned here in the Philippines that you would want to adopt to Germany? One thing that I learned in the Philippines that I wish would be more present in Germany is that people are pretty much always happy, no matter the circumstances. I've experienced that a lot in the Philippines. Good example, just a few weeks ago. By the way, I hope you're all good, all right. I've seen the videos of the floods, especially in Manila. I hope you are all right. But I've seen videos of the people in the streets, even with that, being super happy and like using the situation to still have fun and to enjoy. In Germany, we mourn about a lot of things. Nothing is ever enough. We are very good at complaining. Everything, or a majority of things that people talk about are negative things that you can read in the newspaper or see on the news. Those are like main topics, and it is really annoying sometimes. I remember the worst time was during COVID, when everybody was talking about COVID and it was back and forth. But I think that was something globally. I think everyone was talking about COVID all the time. But apart from that, let's like just news in general. We always focus on negative things and talk about that, and always want to be better than the neighbor. That is something really annoying. I wish there could be more happiness like in the Philippines. I'm hoping, Sam, we will meet you personally soon. Yeah, I'm always happy to bump into subscribers and have a little chat to them. It's always nice. You're friendly and generous with the people around you. You're kind to everyone. Keep smiling always. Yes, I will. As long as people around me are friendly to me, I always give friendliness back and just mirror what they project to me. Hello, Sam. Hello, Mel. I'm in Canada, but I grew up in Palawan. I hope one day you could go back and enjoy it better. It sucked that you got sick during that trip and the jellyfish were in full bloom. Yes, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure I have just scratched the surface of Palawan as well. I've only been to Coron, El Nido, and I've been to Puerto Princesa, but I haven't done anything in Puerto Princesa. I've just stayed in my room to recover still from being sick. Yes, I hope I can maybe see it again one day and under better circumstances. The jellyfish were crazy. Was your experience here in the Philippines better than what you expected? It was pretty much like I expected it to be, as I've watched so many vlogs of the Philippines beforehand, and I've met so many Filipinos in New Zealand, in Germany, and I was working on a cruise ship for a while. I had so many Filipino colleagues, so they always told me about the Philippines, and they represented their culture to me overseas. So I always had those kind of expectations from the Philippines. what's your overall conclusion during your visit in the Philippines? That it is an amazing country. Like I said multiple times on the screen before, the people are so friendly and so nice. I really miss that. I am. What I really like about the Philippines as well is that almost everyone speaks English in every corner of the Philippines. So it was always easy to communicate, which is really good. I struggle a bit here in Indonesia sometimes, which makes it more difficult to have a conversation going. We still end up communicating. It still works, but it is different from the Philippines. And my conclusion is that I definitely want to go back. Sam, would you ever consider living in the Philippines for some time? Yes, I answered that question already a bit earlier. It is on my list that I could definitely live there for a while. Sam, can you share to us how much your first salary in YouTube, if you don't mind? At the moment, I'm making about, I'll be clear with you, I'm making about an average of 450 US dollar per month. But this is all before any taxes are involved. I will have to do my taxes in Germany. I'm linked to Germany, and we are pretty high in taxes as well. So this is my monthly income at the moment. Did you encounter or hear any superstition folklore? If yes, what did you think of them? Not that I know of right now. If something pops up in my head, I might answer that later, but nothing as of now. Sam, Philippines misses you, but have fun wherever your travel leads you. Thank you so much. I miss the Philippines as well. Funny lechon videos. Why you like to wear cap, Sam? I think you look cool when you have your hair without a tie or cap. I like to have a hair like that too. It depends. I like my hair out as well, but when it's hot, it gets really hot. It gets really hot if I have my open hair. So, and it needs to be freshly washed or contact with water. Otherwise, it doesn't have the form because the knot ties it up in the bag. Or when I sleep, I usually have it on top, but still it's getting flat. So I can only wear it open after it's freshly washed. So usually I do that when I dry my hair. And in Asia, in most regions I've been so far, it's too warm to keep it open. How long will you be in Indonesia and where to next? So I have another 3.5 weeks in Indonesia, I think. And tomorrow my proper travel begins. So I'll be proper traveling for 3.5 weeks. And to be honest, I am not too sure where to next. I have a couple of options, but I'm not too sure yet. And I don't want to say something too soon. Sorry, one of my friends from back home from Germany is going to come to Vietnam in mid of October. So I might be keen to meet him mid of October, but it depends. I still have to plan and talk that through with him. Otherwise, but that still leaves me with 1.5 months gap in between. Some options, I will name you some options that I have. Might be Malaysia, Sri Lanka, India. I think those are my options for now. I considered going to China as well, but I have to see. Yeah, those might be all the options that I have. Um, and also in December, I'm gonna visit my sister in Thailand. So I need definitely to be around this area for the end of the year. Uh, I can sense you're humble, genuine, and a good-hearted person. Viewers can see that. Wishing you the best in your vlogging career. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, I think I came from I came from humble upbringings, and also I used to be raised around a lot of old people in my family, and they were like World War II survivors um, that had a very humble life. And so World War II survivors that fled into the city where we are based now in Germany. So, and my main job in Germany was aged care aged care nursing assistant. So being influenced by all those humble and old people, I think that rubbed off on me. Um, do you have other income aside from YouTube? No, so far no. I worked hard and grinded and had multiple jobs at the time for quite a while, for a long time, before I came to the Philippines to save money. Um, I want to be transparent with you. So I think as of now, with my savings, I should be able to last until early next year. Let's say February-ish, with the lifestyle I'm having now. I'm still trying to always not spend too much money on my travels. I always use a cheap option to go places. Just sometimes, if it's worth for a video, I do higher priced things. But off camera, I would always try to stay pretty cheap. Of course, I'm a human, so sometimes I will treat myself to something if I can, and I think it's worth it. But yeah, no income so far from anywhere else than YouTube. I just started posting on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram as well. Instagram doesn't pay, but Facebook and TikTok will pay after a certain amount of followers and views as well. So I hope that this will pay off someday. Never miss to watch your videos. It keeps on playing sometimes even I'm busy 2 to 3 times. We'll support you. Keep on going. Never give up. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. That really means a lot to me. You know that. It's still hard for me to believe that people all over the globe are sitting there and watching my videos. It's crazy. I'm curious what Sam was working before he became a vlogger. Okay, that list is quite long, so I will tell you more what I've done more recently, what I've done in New Zealand, and what I've done more recently in Germany. So in New Zealand, my last jobs were, so I had 3 jobs at the time in New Zealand. I worked at a holiday park. It was like a fancy, massive 5-star holiday park so many good people. If you're in the chat or see this video, much love to you guys. Yeah, massive holiday park right at the beach. I had two positions there. I worked as a receptionist and a groundsman, meaning as a groundsman, as a groundsperson, I would do maintenance, I would do gardening, empty rubbish bins, do a bit of cleaning, fix stuff, repair things. We had a swimming pool there as well, so we would maintain that, keep it clean. That used to be my main job. Next to that, I was working as a group fitness instructor. So I'm licensed for 6 different programs that I teach. I'll do group fitness. So I'll be on stage. I have 5, 20, 40 people in front of you, depending on the class, and would teach fitness classes. And then I was working as a Uber Eats driver. It's like Grab. So I was delivering food. I could hop online whenever I want. I didn't do that too much because I was already quite busy with my other jobs. But during summer season, I also worked on some daily jobs if I could. Like there were festivals during summertime, so I would work there as some sort of groundsman as well, like collecting rubbish. I would walk around with a rubbish bag and pick up empty cans and rubbish, and emptying the rubbish bins. That was like my main jobs in New Zealand. I had different jobs because I traveled places in New Zealand as well. I worked in a hotel as a receptionist. I worked in construction. I worked in a kiwi fruit factory. I was a stacker there, and I became the face of the company. They took pictures of me, and I was on billboards, on buses. It's quite funny. They put me on a YouTube commercial. That was like my main jobs in New Zealand. I worked there for a while on a farm as well. But in Germany, yes, I did the group fitness stuff in Germany as well. I've done that for a total of 7 years. 7 or 8 maybe. Yes, I've done that, and I worked as a nursing assistant in aged care. I've done home care, so I would drive to the people's home and help them with getting out of bed, with their shower, everything they needed help with. And I would do the same in an aged care facility beforehand. I worked in an aged care facility. That was my main job. And then sometimes, because I'm always feeling bored sticking to one job in one place, so I always kept changing things. I worked on a cruise ship for a bit as a fitness trainer. I worked night shifts at a gas station so that I would have the time during the day to become better as a group fitness instructor. I was a co-manager, a second manager at a grocery store as well. I've done some construction. Yeah, pretty much, a whole bunch. But I think I would consider myself as a nursing assistant when it comes to main job title, and group fitness instructor. Do you like Sikiho, Sam? Yes, I liked Sikiho. Only thing about Sikiho was that there was no main point, like everything was always a bit scattered. There was no little area where you could walk around. Like if you want to go out for a drink or something, everything was a bit scattered. But I enjoyed my time in Sikiho. What country you're next, Sam, and why? So Indonesia now. Firstly, because it's convenient from the Philippines to go to Indonesia and follow the track along to continue to other countries without having to fly back and forth all the time. Second of all, Indonesia, because I've been here only to Bali though in 2014 and 2015, and I had a great time here and I always wanted to come back. Unfortunately, Bali has changed a lot. It is very different to 9 years ago. 9 years ago, it was a bit more relaxed and more travelers than tourists, at least in my experience. Um, so now all the foreigners I meet here are more out on partying almost every day. There's like party every day. They want to eat out quite fancy, and yeah, not that many curious travelers that like to explore local markets and foods. That's what we used to do back then. Like, I mean, it was a mix. We would party as well. Of course, we would have fun, but yeah, we would indulge into the culture as well, which doesn't seem to be the case nowadays. Um, yeah, and there's so many countries I've never been to. I want to visit in the future, just because I'm curious. I'm curious and I like to travel and explore different things. And even countries that I wouldn't have considered a few years back, I would like to do now, just to get out of my comfort zone and learn about the people. How many siblings do you have? I have one little sister. She's 4 years younger than me, so 30. Have you considered Patreon as a source of donation income or as you grow your subscriber base? No, I haven't thought about this and haven't. I don't even know too much about Patreon. I don't really know how it works. But I think you need to have a paid subscription or membership to the people you watch. Is that correct? Um, so far, I don't consider my content to be something that you need to pay for. There's nothing too special about it, and I like for everyone to be able to watch it. Um, yeah. Wherever you go, we always support you. Hope your channel grows and has more subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm really happy about that. I had a bunch of subscribers unsubscribing after I posted my Bye Bye Philippines video. Um, yeah, some stayed for only my videos in the Philippines, but a good chunk of you stayed for me and comes along. That is really nice. Thank you so much, Sam. Me and my wife will always watch your videos. Thank you so much. Why did you choose Philippines to visit in your first vlogs? Because I've seen a lot of videos from the Philippines, especially the ones from Go with Ali. Ali made me being more how do you say it? Getting me more excited to visit the Philippines. And out of the other foreigners I encountered in every other country, all the Filipinos I've met were super friendly and always told me, "Oh, you have to visit the Philippines. You will love it." So I followed the advice, and it turned out to be really good. I really enjoyed my time in the Philippines. It's fun seeing you with your travel vlogs, Sam. But when you are going to travel with us, when are you going to travel with a special someone? I'm curious as to what happened on your last ex. I hope you find someone in your travels. um, well, I'll say my last proper girlfriend was back in Germany, and that was just before COVID. It just didn't work out anymore. So that was, yeah, 2019, 2020. Um, I, of course, there's positive things to being in a relationship, but I am mostly happier on my own, I think. And that's not because of the girl, that is mainly because of me, because I'm a character that I don't like to be 24/7 with one person. I need my space. I'm a lone wolf, and I like to do things the way I want. I think I'm very selfish when it comes to this. I like the things to be the way I want them. If I want to do something spontaneous, I don't like to ask permission. I don't like to discuss what I want to do. So it's much easier for me traveling on my own. Of course, there's things you miss out on, and of course, there's moments where you wish you would have someone next to you. But in general, or as of now, you never know. It might change at some point. Um, there will be someone in my life, but as of now, I'm happy by myself. I love the way you're so humble and you're a likable person. I wish someday you and Go with Ali do vlogs together. Ali stop vlogging. He is the first person I follow, and you stay humble. Um, Thank you, Sam. I love Go with Ali too. Um, yeah, would be so cool. I'm definitely open for collabs, and I think Ali would be a very nice person to vlog together with, or to hang out in general. He seems like a genuine, nice and funny person. Um, yeah, let's see what the future holds. Um, I bet over time there will be some other YouTubers that I'll be doing videos with. Oh, that coffee is cold now. In Germany we say cold coffee makes you beautiful. Wow. Can you hook up with him? What do you mean by hook up? What do you mean by that? I hope you mean like getting in contact and maybe meeting up. If that's the other hookup, definitely not. But yes, I would like to meet him and do a video together. But yeah, I'm sad that he hasn't done any videos in a long time. I enjoyed watching them. Um, as of now, I'm still hesitant to reach out to any of the big guys, as I'm still quite a small YouTuber. I mean, by any means, I'm very happy with what I have. I'm very happy with the number of subscribers. I'm very happy with the views. That is something I didn't expect um, at this early stage. So I'm very happy with that. But I'm still not big enough to feel comfortable contacting all the big ones, because I think there's quite a handful of people that will contact them to do videos together or to hang out, and I don't want to be a nuisance. Thanks for reading, Sam. Anyway, I can donate to you. I just enjoy your travels. um, there is a way. There's a way. I have linked a donation website on under my videos or in my description, but it takes a percentage of the donation. I was considering putting my PayPal down, but I still have to read into that how safe that is to openly put your PayPal down. But yeah, if you want to donate, it's always welcome, and all donations will flow back into the videos. So all donations will end up buying street food, buying something off street vendors, buying or helping out people that are not that fortunate. So every donation is always welcome and will be given back. Red Horse or San Miguel Light? I think I'm more of a Red Horse person, to be honest. Oh, by the way, when are you coming home? Give us a tour of your home as well. Of course I will. If I return to Germany, I will show you around. I'll show you my family. I actually used to live quite Filipino back home, meaning I didn't live a lot of times by myself in my own apartment. Back in Germany or back in Europe, it is more common that once you're 18, between 18 and 22, that you move out, that you go and live on your own. So I used to live most of the times with my parents, but I sold almost all of my belongings before I ventured out because I intended of not coming back or to live in Germany again. So I don't have my old room anymore. When I give you a tour, I might still have pictures of how my room used to look like, and I will blend them into the video. No, Ali is not active on YouTube for quite some time. Yes, yeah. He has been absent for a while, but I'm sure he will be back. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes this travel lifestyle can be quite draining. It is a lot of work off camera, actually. You have the editing, scheduling, you have to answer comments, you have to plan your videos, plan where to go, do research. Then you don't have family or friends around to have like conversations with. You always meet people, yes, but it's always like surface level, and you end up having the same basic conversations like, hello, how are you, where are you from, what you doing, oh, you've been traveling for so long. So it is different from having the comfort of being in one place and having people to talk with. So I can understand if he takes his time off for a while to focus on something else. I don't skip when commercials, so can get paid more. Thank you so much, Edita. I have gained confidence to eat Filipino street food when I visit because of your videos. Definitely give it a go. It is always good. I never encountered any problems with a street food, to be honest. Of course, it is not as sanitary as in many other places as it is street food. It's out there, on the streets. And I think I've seen something that people have tested the street food in Manila and to show how sanitary it is, but I never had an issue. Definitely not. Make sure to always go to places where other people go as well, and that is always an indicator of, okay, if the locals trust that store, then you should be good to go there as well. And it's also interesting. I really enjoy street food. It is a very different experience from being in a restaurant. And in a restaurant, you always pay for the restaurant, for the vibe, for the service, and there you pay for the food. And usually it's quite tasty as well. Thank you for the tips. No worries. Ali will active soon. You're right, Sam. Travel content is not easy, and a lot of patience must. Yes, Yeah, definitely. So yeah, maybe he's taking. I don't want to assume anything. He's taking time off to like charge his batteries, um, which I did in the last month as well. Going to the gym felt nice, like sticking to one place and having a little routine, eating a bit healthier, going to the gym. That felt really good and helped me a lot. You need to come back Philippines later, Sam. You need to explore a lot of places that you haven't been come yet. Definitely, definitely. But the Philippines is so vast. It is so hard to explore all of the Philippines. There's so many places. To be honest with you, I've seen more, way more of the Philippines than I've seen of Germany. I haven't seen much of Germany. I didn't travel a lot around in Germany, and yeah, I've discovered I've never been to the south of Germany. I'm from the north, and I've never been to the south. I've never even really been to central Germany. Only to drive through to other places, but no, never really have been there. So yeah, the Philippines, sure. You know, the good excuse that it leaves me open with is that I always have the excuse to come back to discover places. Um, Ali's last upload video is when he was in China. True, with Harry Jagged. Sharing Sam's videos will get him more subscribers. Let's do it. Thanks a lot. If you're keen, you can always jump on Facebook and TikTok as well and share my videos there as well. That will mean a lot. That will help me out. Send you coffee on your page. You have good one, Sam. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll make sure to put that donation into a good cause. Thank you so much, man. Hello, Sam. How's your experience with the Philippines? I answered that question already a lot, so I'll make it short. Very good. Very good, and I will come back. By the way, have you watched Paris Olympics recently? We have 2 gold medalists in gymnastics. No, I haven't watched any of the Olympics. I stopped watching TV in 2012, so that's already 12 years ago. So ever since, I haven't watched any sports as well. I haven't watched any football, I haven't watched any basketball, nothing. Only things I see every now and then is if I scroll on Instagram, for example, like a reel. I've seen the shooter from Turkey. He's quite famous now on social media, but no, nothing. I know my mom always watches the Olympics. She loves to watch it, and back home, I would sometimes sit down with her just for coffee and have a glimpse, but I wouldn't turn on the TV myself to watch anything. I haven't seen you give away business cards for your YouTube. You should head out. Yes, I didn't make any in the Philippines. I never found the right shop, and also I haven't created a design yet. But what's this? That was one of my first things that came into mind when I hit Indonesia, and I made myself some stickers. There's the camera. How do you like them? I designed it myself, and it's a sticker. You can take it off and stick it to whatever you want. How do you like that? I think they're quite good. Yeah, I wish I would have had them in the Philippines, but I made a bunch of them, so I will hand them out the next time I'm in the Philippines. Like and subscribe will help him a lot. YouTube will promote his videos with more likes. Thanks a lot. Why are you not becoming an athlete considering you are tall, maybe basketball player? When I was young, I used to play basketball for many, many, many years. And you know what? I always sucked at it. I was never good. I was always more of a bench warmer, and during games, they gave me a few minutes to satisfy me, not sitting just on the bench. I was never good at basketball. But then I started playing handball. I wasn't really good at it, but I was much better in it than basketball. I don't know if you know handball, it is a very European sport. So you can maybe Google it. But also, I wasn't very healthy during my teens when I was younger. I would say from like the age of 14 to 25, 26. I wasn't the healthiest. I was eating very bad. I was eating a lot of fast food. I was smoking. Yeah, during the day, during my breaks, I was smoking all the time. And this is a habit that I wish I would have gotten rid of way earlier. I smoke now every now and then when I have a drink. When I drink, I still have a occasional one, but yeah. And I used to drink a lot as well when I was younger, so I was never quite fit to be an athlete. Then it changed. I think I was 26, 27 when I started to get into fitness, healthy lifestyle, changed my diet. I lost a ton of weight, gained muscle, and started to work in fitness as well. So I was never quite an athlete, but quite happy with the work I've done in fitness, and I became quite fit actually. I was always on stage teaching others and being a good example for other people in terms of fitness later on in life. Recently, they have typhoon and monsoon 2 weeks ago, two floods, and yes, yeah, I've seen all the videos. I've seen the videos of the floods, and I hope everyone is alright and no one suffered too much damage of the floods. Ba, 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 ba. Love it. Very nice. I like that as your business card. Thank you. Yeah, cool sticker. Try give that sticker to whoever you meet. It will help a lot. Yes. Yes, definitely. I always carry those stickers with me and give them out as well. But I hope to also gain more valuable subscribers than just numbers. I want people that watch my videos. A lot of people, do you remember when I was at the Mall of Asia and encountered that group of students? Some people, or a lot of people in the comments said, oh, you should have given them your name or your card or whatever. You would have gained so much more subscribers. True, but I think a lot of those guys would have never watched my videos. So yeah, it's a mix. I will definitely hand out those stickers, and especially to those who are interested. I remember Ali talked about vlogging burnout. I hope you can pace yourself, Sam, and take a break if you need it. Yes, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of people think that I'm on vacation. It is definitely not vacation. It is definitely very different from being on vacation. And my mind is always going. I always have to be creative, thinking about things. Then you have pressure of like putting the next vlog up. So it was good that during the last time in the Philippines, I could film quite a lot, and also that I didn't have the internet connection in Siargao to upload videos. That led me to have a lot of backlog when I arrived in Indonesia, and I could take a break here. I really needed that break, especially after like leaving my diet behind and the fitness. that made me feel very bad. So it was quite good to have that break, socialize a little, have moments for myself, and go to the gym and work out, because gym workout always gives you clear state of mind as well. It helps a lot, definitely. And yeah, I took that break for months, and but still, I'm trying to keep a nice pace while I'm on the go, and not just indulge myself into work, um, to keep away from things like burnout. It happens to quite a lot of people that do travel vlogs. So I'll stay mindful of that. When you have back to the Philippines, you have to go Marikina, because called the shoe capital because of made Filipino shoes. Okay, that sounds interesting. So they can make some shoes of my size as well. I was always quite unlucky finding any shoes of my size in the Philippines. I followed your Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram and recommended it to my friends to get more followers. You are a legend. Amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, because I just started it recently, it would be good to gain some traction on Facebook, TikTok, and stuff to make it visible to the people. Do you consider become a full-time vlogger? This is what I'm doing now, even though I don't upload that frequently or that much. That is my main job now. I am a full-time vlogger. There's a lot of work behind the scenes, actually. So I would consider it a full-time job as it is now. I'm spending a lot of time on the computer. I have one editor helping me out doing my short form content for me, but even that, it's like she has to re-upload it to my Google Drive, then I have to review it, I have to look for corrections, write them down, send it back to her. So even though she is doing the work for me, I still have to review it, and that takes some time as well. It's not quickly done. I have to rewatch every video, and yeah, so it's a full-time job. Wow, that sticker is cool. Nice design. Thank you so much. I'm very, very glad about that. I'm very proud as well. I think I'm not very good at design making, but during the last few months, making my own thumbnails on YouTube, I think I developed a little hand for creativity now. Not saying I'm good, but it's all right. Pilipinas. Do you have a drone, Sam? Yes, I have a drone. I have a drone. I used it in a couple of videos just for like showcasing like a beach line or just small stuff. But I'm considering, once I go back to Germany, to sell it there, because it takes up space in my luggage and I don't really use it often. And for videos as well, it's only good for a short clip, but nobody really watches big drone footage. If you go back to my New Zealand videos, I've been doing a few videos just for fun in New Zealand. There you can see a lot of my drone footage, because the nature there was so spectacular, and also I didn't have much to film, talk to, and showcase. So I made drone footage a big part of my series in New Zealand. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sell it and not carry it with me anymore. Same as if you go places, you always need to carry it. It's a nuisance, and then you need to set it up, you need to fly it, bring it back, and that only for like a 3 or 4 second clip. It's not really worth it. when you're going to tours in Germany, show us the food there too and places to go. I want to go and visit Germany next year if I can. I don't know when. It depends also a little bit of when I run out of money. If I don't have any funds left, I need to go and work for a while to bring it back up. If flights would be cheap, I would go soon because I really miss my family and would like to see them. But yeah, a flight back home is pretty expensive, and Germany itself, like traveling around there, is quite pricey as well. So I'm not too sure if I will really travel around when I'll be back in Germany, but I'll be definitely showing you around the city where I'm from. It's quite small, and the nearest big city is Hamburg. So I can show you around there. I can show you German food. Yeah, I'll show you around. Maybe we can visit some Filipinos in Germany and talk with them about the life in Germany as well and how they find it. Because there's actually quite a lot of Filipinos. A lot of Filipinos come to work as nurses in Germany. Take care, Sam, and have a blessed day always. Thank you so much. Same goes to you. For you, Sam, who is the famous travel vlogger right now, and who is it you look up to? So there's a lot of big vloggers that I watch personally. I watch Dale Phillip. I watch Go With Ali, even though he hasn't uploaded in a while. I watch Harry Jaggard. I watch Ken Abroad and Wild Carlos appeared. They are two fellow German vloggers as well. I like their videos. I like their style as well. Yeah, Luke Demand, of course. Luke Demand is the person I look up to the most, I think, because he started at a very young age. Very brave. I wish I would have started at a very young age. I started traveling when I was 23, but I didn't vlog. Vlogging back then wasn't a big thing like it is now. That was my first time traveling, 23, 24, 25. So, but yeah, Luke started at a very young age and visited countries like Sri Lanka, India, places that most young people wouldn't consider traveling to. So he's very brave, and I like his natural style. He's like very authentic, and he has grown a lot. He has grown very big, and so yeah, he was the first travel vlogger that I started watching during the pandemic. Actually, I started watching travel vlogs during the pandemic, so I binge watched his vlogs, and it made me really want to go travel again. I was like, oh my god, I wish I could be places like he is. And I remember I watched a Q&A video. He was doing a Q&A. If I remember right, it was in the Philippines. He was sitting at the beach. Might have been El Nido. He was sitting there with a Chicago Bulls jersey at the beach and doing a Q&A. And people were asking him how much he saved and why he started, how he started. And that was not too far before I was heading for my journey in New Zealand. And I already had a GoPro and a drone. And I was like, I should start making some videos in New Zealand, just for funsies and see how it goes. And then Luke Demand opened a community/school for travel vloggers, which I joined about 1 year ago, and that made it certain for me to start a career as a travel vlogger, just give it a go. So I really look up to him. He's a big inspiration. Any other travel vloggers? Um, I binge I binge watched Journey of Josh and K Wild in the Philippines while I was still in New Zealand. I was still working at the campground and at the holiday park, and always watch their videos. And it's good to have a variety of people, especially if you work in that space, uh, because they all give you inspiration. They're all different people, different characters. And even though I redone things they did, so many people went to the Mall of Asia, so many people went to Tondo, so many people went to Dampa Seaside Market. And I've done the same, especially in the beginning. You will stick to things that you know will work, but you give it your flavor, you know, like it is different than just copying. But yeah, inspiration is good, and I like to watch them and their experience, and I'm very happy now that people view me in the same way. Hey man, what's up? What's up? What's up, Alvin? Man, you're fantastic. I watched your full journey at Kawasan Falls during cliff jump. You binge watched my videos during the last 2 days, right? Like, I mean, you must be, you must have watched like 15 videos of mine in the past 2 days. Crazy, man. Thank you. Those you mentioned, I used to watch their Philippine videos. Yes, pretty much all of them have done videos in the Philippines. A lot of people in my comments said, not a lot, but a few, said that I'm in the Philippines to milk it for views and subscribers. But I think those times are over. There's a lot of newbies now, like me, and I think it is not, the times are over that you go to the Philippines just to instantly grow subscribers, viewers, whatever. I see a lot of channels that go to the Philippines and they are still low in subscribers. Because going to the Philippines doesn't automatically make you go big. Maybe it used to, but it doesn't do that anymore. Where was I? What did I want to say originally? Oh yeah, so a lot of people said that, or a few people said that, but no, Philippines is a good target because it is an Asian country where pretty much everyone speaks English, so the communication is really good. The hospitality is big, everyone is friendly, so that is why it's a big target zone for vloggers, foreign vloggers, to come to the Philippines actually. Then there's many places to discover. It is different wherever you go. So yeah, that is why a lot of people go, and that is why also a lot of people stick and live in the Philippines, because it is such a nice place to be and to live in as well. Man, you're fantastic. Hello from Hawaii. I watched all your Philippine vlogs. Really enjoyed it, especially when I was there in past May to July. Oh, amazing. Where have you been in the Philippines last time? We've been there at the same time. We could have bumped into each other. From Hawaii. Hawaii is a place I really want to go at some point as well. A lot of Filipinos living there as well, I think. Just recently, Harry Jagged has been to Hawaii. Love from the UK. Thank you so much. What's the time in the UK now? Must be like 5 or 6 in the morning. What is your bucket list destination? Wow. it's difficult. I have a lot of places I would like to go to. Um, on my bucket list, I really want to go. I really want to go to India, Pakistan, and Nepal. I think those countries are super interesting. Um, so similar and different at the same time. And well, especially India has so many different regions. It's different everywhere. Every state is like its own country. Um, really pretty high up on my list is Japan. I always wanted to go to Japan. I used to watch a lot of anime and manga when I was young. I grew up with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was like number one. Still is number one. Still love Dragon Ball. And I watched a lot of documentaries as well when I was a kid. As a kid or as a teenager, documentaries about countries, and Japan always fascinated me. I always wanted to go. So that is pretty high up there. South Korea as well, because I made a lot of South Korean friends during my stay in Australia back in 2012 to 2015. I used to live and work in Australia, met a lot of South Koreans, so I want to go there, meet up with friends, eat all their food. I love doing food videos. I mean, you noticed that by now, right? Food videos are always fun to make and fun to watch, and it's it's fun for me to eat as well. What else do I have on my bucket list? I really would like to visit some parts of Africa as well. I have African roots. I'm part Egyptian and part Sudanese. So I really would like to explore that continent at some point as well. Um, Especially more the parts that you see in documentaries, like um, a bit more on the outskirts, more like tribes, like the Maasai, things like that, for example. I really would like to do things like that. Yeah, I think those things are pretty high on my bucket list, but there's still a lot more. The world is so big and I would like to explore everywhere. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where we go. Hmm. Of course, man, you deserve that views, and I'm following you when or where you are traveling, man. Thank you. Thanks a lot. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for sticking around. What was name of girl with you in Kawasan? Is she a German or you in the same room? That was Camille. She was French. Camille was with me and Jazz, Filipina. Those are other travelers I've met in Molboil. We stayed in the same hostel and they were just friends. I'm still in touch with them every now and then. We still text. And yeah, so she was French. Her name was Camille. And yeah, good friends. It was fun to explore with them. I went with them up to Casino Peak as well. I have a video about that. Yeah, not anymore, because all foreign vloggers feature same spots and places. Best to feature those unexplored and underrated places. Places that foreign vloggers never been to. Yeah, true, definitely. But also, there's always going to be new viewers or people new to YouTube or never watched a travel vlogger before. So if you go to places that has been already covered by people, it is still a main attraction and still a main place to go. And maybe those new people you'll be the first travel vlogger they watch. So they explore those places through you as well. It's same as like, if I say Paris, what do you think of? The first thing that comes to mind to most people is the Eiffel Tower. So it is a place that is really touristy, overseen, and doesn't reflect Paris, like how it really is, but everyone will always think about that. So, and everyone will Google that, or everyone will look for that. So this is the same as if I put BGC, if I make a video in BGC like hundreds done before, I will still pop up in the list of the BGC videos, and people might watch my BGC video. But I agree with you, going to places that are unexplored, that people haven't been to. But it takes some practice as a vlogger, especially as a new one, to do so. It takes courage. If you go to places in the beginning that other people have been to, you can watch the videos, you get an idea, and it helps you making your first videos as well. Yes, Japan. Yeah, Japan one day, definitely. Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm pretty excited for the food there as well. Law from Aotearoa. Sure. I miss New Zealand as well. I wish I could just instantly go there for a few days and come back. Love back to Aotearoa. Please go to Japan, maybe after Indonesia. I probably won't be able to do that after Indonesia. Yeah, nah, I can't do it after Indonesia. It will be messed up for traveling routes for me as well. I have to be considerate of my money and of my way of traveling, so I probably can't do Japan now. It was originally planned to go Japan, South Korea, China, Taiwan, but I had to scrap that for meeting up with probably a friend in October and meeting some members of my family in December in Thailand. Japan Soko looks cool, super safe, walking around the streets at night, going to 7-Eleven. Man, I can't wait to make the videos from there. I like when you convert pesos to US dollar price in buying food every time. Yes, it gives every viewer an idea of how much things cost. Like now in Indonesia, the currency is so inflated. I'll show you what 6 US dollars looks like. So that's about 300 pesos. It's 100,000 rupiahs. So we talk in millions here. If I go to the ATM, I withdraw 3 million. So if it's not written down what it is quite hard for people to understand how much money that is, or they always have to. I remember when I watched vloggers and they wouldn't convert, I always had to pause the video, go on Google to check the exchange rate at that time. So it's always good to know. Hi Sam, I've been binge watching your videos from Canada. Love your videos, your humility and kindness, so inspiring. Thank you for visiting Philippines, Mabuhay, and safe travels. Thank you so much. I was even considering going to Canada at some point as well. That is the only country in the world that I'll still be able to get a working holiday visa. Because all other countries, the age gap is 30. I was able to do New Zealand only because I applied before COVID and got my visa back. But Canada is still 35, which I'm turning this year, November. So I still have time till next year, November, to apply for the visa. So maybe at one point I will get a working holiday visa and come over for a while. So I can film videos there, but still be able to work a little bit on the side to afford food and accommodation. Thanks for watching, by the way. For me, Sam, Sri Lanka is an interesting country. I think you must consider your next destination. So Sri Lanka is in the top 3 next destinations after Indonesia. I will see. I will probably decide within the next 2 weeks where I head to next. But I have to check criteria for visa, how long I can stay there, and how affordable it will be for me to fly there and then to Vietnam. Am I watching a guy doing a shit? No, I'm not on the toilet, brother. I'm just on a chair. This is a, does the camera flip? There we go. It's a co-working space. It's not a toilet. I didn't even consider it. It really looks like it. um, Yes, come to visit Japan. Just travel by train to go places inside Japan. Train will bring you far places and won't cost you a lot. You're most welcome here. Arigato gozaimasu. I will definitely one day. Where in Japan do you live? I would be happy for any of my followers, subscribers from Japan or from other countries, from wherever I go to meet up. Maybe you can host me. Maybe you can do a video at your place. Maybe you can show me around an area. I'm always keen for that. So especially for that, if you ever feel like you wanna contact me, the best way is to send me a message on Instagram. That is where I usually see most of the messages. Facebook is a bit tricky because it's a bit tricky for me to log in all the time. But Instagram is the easiest way if you want to leave a message, and if you want to connect with me, or if I visit your country and you want to meet. If you plan traveling to Africa, I recommend Uganda. Man, for sure you'll enjoy it too. Uganda was actually on my list at one point. I lived with a friend. She was half Swedish and half, do you say Ugandan? I'm not too sure. Yeah, we lived together for almost half a year in Australia, and her family came to visit in Australia, and I was hanging out with them. The dad was Swedish, but he used to live in Uganda for quite some time, and so I would always have contacts if I ever end up going to Uganda. I heard good about it. Yes, I won't read that comment out loud, but no, I won't do that. I'm in a hostel, so I won't do anything dirty to the walls here. Da, 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 da. All right, guys. Do you have any more questions? James, what are you saying there? Weird comments, bro. I might have to get you off the comment section if you continue like this. Is your observation where in the Philippines most of them is European? Most Europeans I've seen was definitely the places I've been, number 3 would be Coron. Number 2 would be El Nido. And number 1, I think, was Chagall. Even though it was a low season when I was in Chagall, but there were still a lot of European tourists. Yeah, and it's established for European tourists as well. There's a lot of very pricey and fancy places to eat, and surfing is quite big there. So yeah, those places, same as El Nido, it is quite expensive. It's well made for European tourists. I'm pretty sure Boracay would be high up the list as well. How are you after the scooter accident, by the way? Hopefully only minor scratches. Yes, yeah, I'm doing good. I had a bit of pain in my wrist and my ankle, but nothing broken, and all the scratches are now this color. I have a big patch on my leg. I might be able to show you on here. Yeah, this one here and down here a little bit as well. But yeah, it's healing. It is healing well. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's just discolored by now. The only thing annoying is it scratched over my tattoo as well. There's some rude people that aren't subscribers. Block right away because they are lonely people suffering from depressions. Yeah, there's always gonna be some some people like this. It's the internet. But I have to say, the YouTube section is still quite healthy, by the way. I think it's gonna be different on TikTok and Facebook after you get a little bit bigger there. There's going to be some keyboard heroes always having something to say, something negative to say. But here it's quite healthy. I have the odd one every now and then, but otherwise it's good. Hey Sam, you didn't go island hopping while in Chagall, like a tour. Exactly, because I wanted to do that. It was already planned, but then I had the accident. After I've done the wakeboarding, on my way back, it was on the way back after the wakeboarding, I had the accident, so I had to scrap all other activities for Siargao or the Philippines in general, because I couldn't walk properly. It did hurt a lot at the time, so I recovered from that and couldn't do any island hopping. Thank you, Sam, for answering all the questions that we subscribers asked you. Take care and stay blessed. Thank you so much for joining in. Was a pleasure. Was a pleasure, definitely. Take care. I'm Ping Inga. Okay, guys, we've been in for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I think we have answered the majority of the questions. If you have a question that you really want to ask, do it now. Otherwise, we'll be going offline in a couple of minutes. Thank you for visiting, Sam. Safe journey. Thank you so much. Okay. I'll just wait for a little longer as the live thing is a bit delayed until your last questions come in. How many visa extensions do you get in the Philippines? So me personally, I've got 1 month on arrival, then I extended for another month, and then I extended for another 2 months. So that gave me 4 months in total. I'm pretty sure you can continue. I think I read that you can extend up to 1.5 years overall in total, and then you have to do a visa run, like leave the country and come back. But yeah, that is like, I think the visa cap as a tourist, 1.5 years. I think it depends what country you're from as well. I think there's different regulations for where you're from, but as a German, um, that was it. But the visa extensions are getting quite pricey over time as well. I think I paid like, I'm not too sure anymore. And I'll just guess, I think it was like $60 or $80 or $60 for the first extension, US, and then almost $100 for the other extension as well. Keep safe always, brother. Thank you. Thank you for visiting Philippines for a second time. I'm a YouTube subscriber since I watched your video in Camigan Island with the kids. I like your humbleness and kind person. Thank you so much. I will come for a second time. I haven't been for a second time, but I will come for a second time. Hopefully next year at some point. Okay, guys. I think that's it. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave comments or to message me on Instagram. Instagram is the best way to get in touch with me. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining in, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.